A very happy Independence Day, guys. My name is Amit. You're watching Motoroids, the channel where you get no-nonsense reviews of all the latest cars and motorcycles. But this time, we are here in South Africa to witness the unveil of Oja, which is a new brand created by Mahindra for its compact tractors. And it's very important because it's a vast opportunity for the brand, not just for India, but for the global market. And these tractors, as you can see right now, are, of course, they are agricultural, but they don't look agricultural. They are very smart looking and they are loaded with tech also. Now, I am not a farm equipment expert and I would not pretend to be one, but I'll definitely give you an overview of what these tractors are and what you should expect. And while I'll not be able to give you a detailed tour of how these things work, but I'll be able to give you a good understanding of what these vehicles are like, what are their power, the kind of features that they have and what to expect. So if you're a small farmer, because these vehicles are meant for small farmers, and if you're a small farmer, they may be of great use to you. So to start off, as you can see, the brand Oja will be for small tractors, and the number that you see here, the ending two letters are indicative of the power of the tractor. So this one is 21 HP and this one right here is a 36 HP. The price for the 21 and the 36 HP has been revealed, and it's at 5.5 and 7.5 lakh Indian rupees. And as you can see, we have some of our colleagues trying their hand over the newly launched tractors. Now, as I mentioned, the first feature that these vehicles have is the sleek design. So they are very international in their visual appeal. They are very sleek. They don't look like your old tractors. They look very smart, and they have been designed and produced to the standards of the automobiles that Mahindra produces, and the fit, finish and everything is pretty good. So the form factor is one thing that would appeal to a lot of you, and that's important because in the global market, the appeal, the visual appeal is also very important. These are all compact tractors. They are not the big ones. They are not the big guns. And they come with various power specs, various transmissions. And the technology on these vehicles has been divided into three segments. And Mahindra likes calling them Proja, which is productivity, Myoja, which is connected tech, and finally they have Roboja, which is the robotics of the vehicle. So the implements here have cross compatibility. You can use these implements on any of the HP versions. So cross compatibility is a great feature that these tractors have. So no matter which one you're using, you would be able to use the implements on any of these vehicles, no matter which HP you bought. And implements, as you know, there would be many implements. So let's talk about Proja. So the productivity is the highlight, and these tractors come with efficient engines, silent engines. They are the most modern engines that Mahindra is producing. Then the connected tech will allow you to track your tractors, where they are. They'll have an app where you can check the status of your vehicles on your phone. So all the connected tech will also be there. So that's a great improvement over the current tractors that you have in the market. And finally, the robotics. So some really important features are the PTO function. And here you can see there are all the buttons. And through the PTO function, what happens is when the vehicle is making a turn, the implement, as you can see there, the implement which is behind the tractor lifts up when the vehicle is making a turn, and that really is automated. So what happens is you don't really have to stop and lift it and turn it again. So it saves time, is more efficient. And apart from that, while you're turning, the vehicle also brakes the wheel on the inner side. So what happens is you get a shorter turning radius. So for applications like these, like this vineyard, where you have to make a sharp turn to go through the lanes, it makes it very easy for the farmers to make sharp turns. So that again is a great feature and is a part of the Roboja feature. So as you can see here, one of our friends is driving this tractor here, and the turning radius is really sharp. Within this segment, there are not many options in the Indian market, and for small farmers, people who are working on orchards, on paddy fields, uh, also on vineyards like these tractors are going to be fantastic. And as you can see, they are very modern, they are loaded with features. And I'm not an expert, as I mentioned, but I can give you a quick look of what the dashboard of one of these tractors looks like. Let's have a look. So the instrument console is very legible, and you have all the various controls. Let me just show you the sides, the gear, and the rest of the controls. This one right here is the 3132, which is the 32 HP version. And the steering wheel also is tilt as well as telescopically adjustable. So that again is a great feature. So loaded to the gills with features, very well finished, smart looking tractors which are very usable for the small farmers. And as I mentioned right at the outset, I am not a farm equipment expert, but I am a motoring journalist nonetheless, and since I'd come here, it is my duty to let you know that these tractors, not just for India but for farmers across the world, are going to offer an option which is fantastic. They are well priced, they are modern, they are connected, and the robotics have been created keeping in mind the demands and the requirements of the farmers. So if you're someone who's looking for this kind of a machine, I really think that you should hold your purchase and have a look at these machines before you make your buying decision. This is Amit Changani from South Africa signing off. I really hope that you found this video a little bit useful. Again, I'm not an expert at farm equipment, but I really hope that this was useful. Thanks a lot for watching.